Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. So I am now 2 weeks out of my competition. So as you see here, I'm doing a workout. I'm doing shoulders and arms. So first of all, the first exercise I'm doing is a shoulder press, but it's on the Smith machine. So just because I'm 2 weeks out, I'm not going to be doing too much free weights, or heavy free weights at least, just because I'm trying to save the joints as much as I can, especially when you're so lean, it can put a lot of pressure on the joints and the tendons. So you see here, I'm on the Smith machine as well, nice and controlled. And when you use the Smith machine, when you go down, make sure you go down to about chin level, then press up just to a very slight bend in the elbow. The second exercise here, as you can see, is a dumbbell side raise, but seated instead. The reason I'm doing seated is just so I can try and focus on the shoulders themselves. Just the side delts. If you do standing, it obviously is still very good, but there's more chances you can get a bit of a swing. So I'm trying to do a little bit less weight, trying to get less of a swing as possible, and then raise up the dumbbells to your hands about in line with the shoulders horizontally. And trying to just squeeze the side out as much as you can. And as you can see there, I'm doing a few partials at the end just to get a few force reps as well. Just trying to get the side delts to fire in as much as possible. Third exercise is again another side delt exercise, which I'm trying to work on as much as I can to get the round cap delts to show on stage, the nice side portion of the shoulders, to get that V-taper as much as I can. But on here, as you can see, I've actually got a cuff around my wrist. So what the cuff does basically, it takes any of the tension off of your forearms and your biceps as much as possible, because you don't need to grip or hold on to anything with your hands. It's just going to go through your wrists and that's it. So you can, hands wise, you can keep it how you want. You can keep a slight clench in your fist if you want to, not too much. Or as you see there, I'm opening my hands up sometimes as well. But I'm not making sure I'm not clenching too hard that basically I might as well even hold a handle. And I like doing the cables as well. The reason for that is because there's constant tension the entire time. When you're doing the cables, when you go down, the weight's not just when it's against your body, it's not resting against your body, it's trying to pull you towards the cable machine. So there is tension the entire time. And you see as well, when I do go up, I raise all the way up to my hands again in line with my shoulder. Just same with the dumbbells, same sort of form, but raise up, trying to squeeze that side delt as much as I can, come down to literally to the hand or the arm is just very close to the body, not quite touching, but very close as well. And you can see there as well, even I'm just getting a few force reps as well, so just a few reps, maybe 2 or 3 reps, just literally trying to just pump it out, trying to get the force reps as much as I can, just trying to fully exhaust that side delt as much as I can. As you can see as well, I am quite very lean here. As I said, I'm 2 weeks out, so you see my back even, which I'm really happy about. So my back, the muscles, the rear delts, all the separation in all the muscles, and even you can see the striations as well on the side and the rear delts, which is really good. Shows that I'm getting very, very lean, and I'm getting very close to my competition as well. But you can see there, I've just got a couple of force reps just to get them all out. Next exercise, number 4, well again, it is actually still on the cables and again with the cuffs, but instead this one is a front raise instead. So again, around the wrist, the cuffs, again you don't need to clench your fist at all. I'm having my hands open there, as you see, and you're going to front raise all the way up, again to your hands and elbows are parallel horizontally in line with the shoulder, trying to work that front delt. Personally, I don't actually work front delts that often or that hard always, just because when you're doing sort of press movements, let's say for a chest or even a shoulder press, it does actually work the front delt a lot. And to be honest, a lot of people do actually have overdeveloped front delts compared to the side or the rear, especially the rear in fact. So I only do maybe like a few sets, maybe 3, possibly 4 sets of front raise exercise, and that'd be it for, let's say, for a shoulder workout. I wouldn't do any more front raise exercises, so just 1 exercise usually, and maybe 3 to 4 sets. I'm not sure how many reps I'm doing here, but I think it's probably possibly about 15, I think. Again, you don't have to go too heavy for this exercise, as it is an isolation exercise. So what I mean by isolation, just one joint is moving, which is just the shoulder joint, and that's it. So trying to squeeze the muscle as much as I can. Next one is going to be, so that was shoulders done, this is triceps. So you can see I'm on the cable machine again, not moving too far. But this one is a tricep rope extension. Personally, probably my favorite exercise for triceps, just because you get such a good squeeze. You go push all the way down, trying to completely straighten your arms, locking them out. You get squeezing the triceps as much as you can. Come up to about a 90-degree angle in the elbow, and then go down and squeeze the elbow. Squeeze the triceps. I can see as well with this one, my elbows are a bit more forward, just so I'm able to push my arms all the way out to squeeze the triceps. But with this one, you want to make sure the upper portion of your arms, so from your elbow to your shoulder, there isn't really any or much movement at all. The movement is from the elbow to the hands. So you don't want to be swinging your elbows back and forth, and your shoulder joint starts to move too much. Next one is an overhead tricep extension machine, again on the cables. This one I really do love. This one does work more of the long head of the tricep, so basically that is the inner portion. So when I'm basically in this position, the portion of tricep that's closest to my ears. That is the inner portion of the tricep, and that is a long head, so the main bulk of the tricep. So if one's like a front double bicep, the bit that hangs the most as well. So that is working that portion, and again, elbows by your side and extend your arms out all the way forward. Next one is a bicep exercise, so it works obviously the biceps, but this one is more of the outer portion of the biceps and a bit more of the forearms as well, which is radial brachialis muscle. So again, very good exercise. Doesn't work much at the peak of the bicep, but again, it works more the outer portion of the bicep and the forearms. Very good exercise, especially anyone who does have any sort of like a imbalance in the bicep, or let's say not an imbalance, but when there's a massive gap in the bicep, back gap's not too long. In the bicep, for example, when it's got like a short head of the bicep, it's good to the exercise because it kind of fills a gap in between to make it as if your biceps are actually longer as well. Next one, as you can see, is just a standard barbell curl and squat rack here. It was early in the morning, about 8 AM here, or 7:30, 8 AM, so it wasn't too busy, so I started curling the squat rack. But this next one, barbell curl is pretty standard, hands about shoulder width apart, or maybe just slightly wider, elbows by your side, come up, curl to your hands about in line with your chest level, and then back nice and slowly back down. I haven't got too much weight on here, it's only 5 kilos each side on the bar as well, so the bar's obviously 20, so that's 30 kilos. Just coming up, trying to squeeze the muscle as much as I can. Again, 2 weeks out, not trying to go too heavy, just trying to go nice and slow, control the movement, and trying to just get the squeeze in that muscle as much as possible. Yep, and that is the arm workout shoulders and arm workout of the day as well, at me 2.5 weeks out. Next, you're going to hear me just talking about my prep and how it's going and how I'm feeling, and with low calories and everything like that. So enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so I'm just at work right now. Quite a few hours have passed since I've trained. I've actually had 2 meals since then. So straight after my workout, I had a protein shake, which was actually a new one that I've actually hadn't had before. It was actually really nice. It was called Perform Way, I think it is, or Perform is the brand. I'll put like a picture up probably on here of what it is anyway, or a video of me showing it. And the flavour is cinnamon donut as well, so it was actually really nice. I had that. I had it with 500 millilitres of almond milk, the unsweetened one, and just 2 plain rice cakes as well. That was straight after, and then an hour or so later, or maybe an hour and a half, possibly even 2 hours later actually it was, I had my next meal, which was, again, it was less carbs than I have been having recently. Just 80 grams of long grain white rice, 130 grams of chicken breast, and a little bit of broccoli in there as well. My calories have dropped now a little bit, so I was on just over 1,830, I think it was. Now I'm 1,660, I think, about that. So I'm now on 100 grams of carbs instead of 125 grams. And fats were 50, now they've gone down to 45. Protein has always stayed the same, so that's 220, it won't change the whole prep. So my carbs have dropped a little bit as of today, as I'm 2 weeks out. I'm feeling a bit tired really as prep's going on. Obviously it will get tough now, really tough with the calories this low, especially with expenditure high. Doing cardio, 50 minutes, usually on the stairs most of the time. 50 minutes on the stairs, 6 days a week, as well as weight training as well on top of that. So It is a lot involved, but obviously it's part of it. And one thing I do have as well here is a 3D energy, as you can see. So I've got a purple one, which is great flavour, which I do love. This one, it does taste really good. But yeah, I'm at the moment, I'm just sitting down and work a little bit. I've just had some food not too long ago. And yeah, I'm gonna be here for another few more hours, and then gonna do some cardio later as well. Yeah, 15 minutes in the Stairmaster and a bit of abs after that as well. As you can see, that my face has sunk in quite a lot, as you can see. So it shows I'm definitely getting leaner. And in fact, what I'm going to do, I think, possibly after my cardio and abs, I might do some posing. So I'll probably show you a bit of posing practice in one of the studios here at work as well. So practice a little bit of posing just before I have some food as well. So see how I look and everything. I feel like I'm really getting on the mark, getting lean as possible. I feel good right now. Well, mentally wise, feel really good, but obviously energy wise, I'm drained. But it's just, again, part of prep. Now I'm going to get on with a bit of work, got stuff to do, and then I'm going to check in with you guys later. I finished work and I've just done some cardio now. So as I said, I was going to do some. I did Stairmaster for 50 minutes, as I have been recently as well. So I am now just in the studio, gym studio at work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to practice some posing now. I've got my tripod and everything. Just going to practice some posing, and you're going to see my physique, see how I look at 2 weeks out.
Taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling